Hi Aries, welcome to your quantum reading with me, Jocelyn, the Quantum Queen. So Aries, let us dive in. Let's see what is coming out for you. This is of course for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and as always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with an Aries and the message could actually be for you, so feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are timeless readings, so whenever you come across the message is probably when you are meant to hear it. So, and if you guys would like to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can find my information down below in the description box. And just want to say thank you for liking, subscribing, and thank you for all the good karma donations. I appreciate it so much. Aries, okay, let's see what jumps out for you guys this week. Maybe some relationships you're entangling with. Ooh, we have got Bat. Okay. Aries, I think what's happening is there is a relationship that maybe you've been involved with and you're kind of getting flipped on your head. I think that they're reacting in a way that is making you completely... Okay, I love that that popped out. I'm not even lying. I did see this and I was like, I wonder if the chameleon's going to pop out. Okay. Aries, what I think is happening, and I think I might get just one more, because I'm almost feeling like a little bit of some type of energy from someone that you're dealing with and why you're getting some type of like perspective shift about them. So bear with me for just 1 minute, okay? Okay, interesting. Okay, this is really interesting. I am going to take that one, okay? Aries, I think what happened, and bear with me on this because this might seem a little bit like, what? But just bear with me, okay? So, overall, kind of the energy between you is you are getting a perspective shift about someone. A rebirth is assured. But it's almost about a connection in your life, okay? Because I think that you saw some type of reaction from them and you're like, okay, it's like at first you thought that how do I explain this? Okay. Pretty much what I think is happening is you're seeing someone and their reaction that it almost seems a bit childish. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that is kind of what I'm getting from the pig. I know that it's use your mind wisely, but the thing that I always get from this card, pigs, so sweet, and what's interesting is they kind of get tossed to the wayside. Do you know what I mean? We as a society treat them horribly. I'm not going to turn this into an activist thing, but what I'm saying is that I'm almost seeing that there's a person in your life that kind of is maybe left out or kind of scapegoated in some way, shape, or form unconsciously, you know, but almost a little bit picked on because of their physical appearance. You know, they like pretty much all of their shame shows on the outward exterior. But what's really beautiful, they're very like intelligent, they're very wise, like really sweet. They have this side of their nature. But what happens is because of just the way that they try to handle, the way that they're kind of shamed for maybe the way they look, it causes them to have that shadow and it can cause them to react. So that's what I'm seeing happen. Like you're kind of being flipped upside down when it comes to a person in your life, because I think that at times you start to see their insecurity show. Do you know what I'm saying? Or, and maybe you even see that up front, but there's something about, I don't know what it is, but I almost am getting this feeling, and I know that this isn't here in the cards, but I want to say that sometimes the way that it can come out and be expressed is through like anger or, you know, frustration. It can be a blow up because all of a sudden they'll revert back to childhood when maybe the first time that they were rejected for, you know, whatever. And so the way they get in this continuous shame cycle where they maybe go like emotionally eat to try to soothe themselves, but it just perpetuates the issue. It causes them to feel like even more and more ashamed of themselves. And sorry, I needed water. But that's what I'm feeling is happening. Part of their shadow that comes up, do you remember how I was saying like some type of anger or frustration? So I think Aries, this could play out in certain ways. Maybe this is a friend, maybe this is an acquaintance, a coworker, or maybe this is even someone that's kind of interested in you, Aries, or, you know, take this however it applies, but I almost want to say that they have kind of attached themselves to you, okay? And that's what I'm getting, kind of the entanglement of the chameleon spirit. It's act as if. And I think what's happening is this person tried kind of like blending in and trying to be maybe the person that you wanted or trying to fit in with their environment. But it's like it wasn't truly authentic. And so that's why eventually it caused their shadow to come up to the surface. So that's why I'm saying like maybe you or maybe multiple people just kind of got this perspective shift like, whoa, you know, because all of a sudden this person, the duplicity in them started to come out. And so for some of you, if this applies, maybe this is someone that even like, for example, this might not apply for all of you, and that's fine. But maybe this is someone who had even tried to be what you wanted, Aries. Tried to maybe like be a chameleon and mold themselves to what they would think you would be interested in, because maybe they thought that there was a potential there. Like maybe they put you on a bit on a pedestal and saw you as someone that they could maybe be with. Maybe they started to create a romantic interest in you. And so, for example, maybe they like expressed themselves in some way, shape, or form, and you were kind of like, no, like maybe you let them down easy, or maybe you were just really straight up front, like, no, I don't feel that way. But that's what I'm kind of seeing, is it almost feels like this immature reaction that they had. Like all, and that's where you're getting this perspective shift, right? The bat, like your head is completely turned upside down because all of a sudden you saw them revert back like to that time in childhood when they were first rejected. And they're playing it out holographically over and over again. Like it's like they're still playing over that reality in their mind. So it makes them unconsciously put themselves in that situation over and over again. And now going back to kind of the chameleon, Aries, I almost feel like this person maybe continues to reach out to you, like kind of you represent, even going further back than childhood to like maybe a friend or whatever that rejected them. This is even going to go back further to when a parent rejected them. That's how far back it goes. So they're still unconsciously chasing after the approval of one of their parents. And so I think Aries, like, because you rejected them once, they're still coming back in to try to get back in the door. It's like they're, and do you know what I'm actually hearing? It's like the pig. It's like when pigs fly. Like you're just kind of like, you saw this other side of them, and maybe for a while you were really nice and you kind of played along with them. Maybe you even felt some type of connection, like maybe on a friend level or something. And so you kind of went along with the connection, and things were fine, but then all of a sudden they flipped, they switched, and now you're kind of like, you know, like you're pretty much done, you know, like you've seen it, you kind of know that this person needs to do some work on themselves. But what's interesting is I'm almost feeling like you're having to be a bit of a chameleon as far as even hiding and protecting yourself, because I feel like this person, if they haven't already, I think that they will continue to try to contact you. Like they will keep reaching out because they're addicted to that rejection. Literally rejected or addicted to it. So now here's what's fascinating, because it's like there's the entanglement, yeah? Both are some type of reflections of energy. And so I guess my biggest question, Aries, is there something about, and I'm not saying that you rejecting them is wrong or bad, but is there some type of pattern within you that's lying dormant in your unconscious that is causing this pattern to be played out between you and this person? Maybe there's something about, and let me throw this out there, for instance, too. This is totally off topic, but it's jumping in at me. Maybe this is even someone that you've been at a distance from, maybe a friend or something, and they've always kind of chased after your attention and your approval. And maybe deep underneath the surface, you always kept this person at a distance, because even though maybe you did feel a connection with them, but you might have kept them kind of at arm's length because maybe you knew on a deep, deep level that if you let them in, they would reject you and abandon you eventually. So you've kept them away, you've rejected them, which has caused the pattern to become bigger. You know what I mean? It's caused it to happen more in other areas of your life. This is how we can get caught up in cycles of like rejection and abandonment over and over again. It's because we have that lying dormant within us. It could be a deeper fear, so it causes it to happen over and over again. Does that make sense? It's very specific. It might not be for all of you, but I mean, I do think at the core, like a lot of people do have this deep down inside of them, you know, like nobody really wants to feel rejected unless you've kind of come to a place of acceptance, you know, accepting what happens and kind of becoming detached in a way, you know. That one. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this person really wants to come in and like work with you or collaborate with you in some way, shape, or form. They want some type of stability with you. Like maybe even it's just a work thing. Maybe they're wanting to work with you. And isn't that interesting? Look, you've got threes now, and I'm going to go ahead and take these. This person does feel very like brokenhearted by the connection, and maybe even for some of you, part of the rejection was because maybe you were in love with someone else, or maybe you were in another relationship, or maybe it was vice versa. Do you know what I mean? But maybe in the past, like this person was possibly with someone else, and there's so many dynamics here with the third, because you've got 2 3s right there, so that is feeling very significant to me. So it could be just something here about another person that was in the mix in some way, shape, or form. But here they are feeling completely just brokenhearted, defeated, you know, like feeling like they can't win. They're trying to get back in the door. They're trying to have victory with you. This is what they're trying to get. They're trying to like overcome whatever happened. Maybe some type of like blow up moment, or, you know, whatever it is that shifted your perception about them. They're trying to come in and undo that. But they're feeling very unsuccessful in it. Like that's what I'm almost seeing, Aries, is you're not giving them any type of attention. You're not even gonna go there, because I think in a way you kind of see it as maybe drama, or just something that maybe you're being much more discerning in your life about who you let in it. And if this is someone that causes some type of chaos, you're like, I don't even want to deal, you know. But yeah, this is interesting. 7 of Cups. This person is straight up like fantasizing about you. Okay, they are in some type of like an unhealthy illusion. And I want to say they're very out of balance in their life. Like things are very chaotic, and what they're doing is maybe in some way, shape, or form, Aries, they see you as they've maybe put you on a pedestal, because that Six of Wands can sometimes be a pedestal. They've put you on a pedestal of maybe being some type of like savior or someone that can come in and balance out their life, because they're trying to like disconnect in some way, shape, or form because of everything that's going on around them. Maybe they just have a lot of like financial responsibilities. Maybe they have a lot of kids. Like there's a lot going on in their life. And so they're wanting you, yeah, Justice card right there. They have a lot of imbalance going on in their life. So you're kind of like their escape in their mind. I always talk about, especially with empaths, like this could be an empath that you're dealing with, but the greatest kind of, I guess, gift or ability that an empath has is the ability to use their imagination. And that's what this person is doing. Rather than kind of focusing and staying grounded in the reality and what's going on around them, and really like diving in and fixing everything that's going on around them, they're looking to you to maybe be some type of like escape, you know? Because right now they're at least doing that in their mind, and so they're trying to even fulfill that by maybe reaching out to you. If this person hasn't reached out to you yet, it's going to be very soon, especially with Mercury retrograde. They're probably going to come in quite a bit, maybe at the last end of this, the tail end of this Mercury retrograde, or maybe you guys have heard from this person just out of the blue during this time. It'll obviously be different for all of you, but what I'm seeing, Aries, is there is something to take a look at, you know, the rejection of it, and maybe what can be learned there, the pushing against, and but also that it really is about you looking out for your best needs. Like the other end of this whole read, Aries, is that more, I think the most important thing to you is having peace and balance in your life. Like you don't want to be sucked into drama, at least not this person's, you know. I don't think you have a deep bond and connection enough to really um allow the connection. You know how there's some people in our lives where they come to us and we have a deep love for them or something, and we always, you know, we'll listen to their drama or we'll listen to their problems, and that's fine. Like, you know what you can take because of the love that you have for people. I'm not getting that from this connection. Honestly, the thing that I'm seeing is that you almost want to like disappear from this person's life. Like you almost want to make it very loud and clear that this isn't something that you want to continue on in any way, shape, or form. So, Aries, I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I'm going to dive into this in the extended and see if anything else comes out as far as messages. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link, and I'll see you on the other side. But, Aries, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you guys so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your see you in your next reading. Take care.